What is it like working with other realtors? Well, there's so many quirky things that we realtors do when we're working together. Sometimes whenever you're the listing agent and you ask for another agent's feedback and you just never hear anything back, you wonder why. I usually try to give feedback, if I'm working with a buyer and I show a house, just because I know the owners, are anxious to, see how it went and, are they going to buy it? So yeah, that is something that is kind of quirky. Not all realtors, share feedback with each other, but I sure wish that they would. And another thing that's kind of quirky is, whenever you're a buyer's agent and you have to ask questions to the listing agent about the property, and you just never hear back from them. It's you just wonder, well, do you want to get this property sold or not? So it is, I always like it when I do get my questions answered, because usually those questions come from my buyer. Sometimes you do work with other realtors that they just ghost you. They don't respond back to you. So that, that's another thing that would be nice whenever you're working from realtor to realtor, to make sure that you don't ghost each other. That's not a good thing. And sometimes you work with realtors that they're night owls, and they may start sending you messages at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. And, that's just part of the job. Sometimes I can't always get back to those if it's something that can wait, but you do have those things that pop up. You also, sometimes it's something else that's kind of quirky is, some, buyers don't realize that it's usually best just to pick one realtor and, work with that realtor and, to help secure the home for you. And it can get really, really challenging, and it can be somewhat of a conflict, or a very big conflict of interest sometimes, if a, buyer, jumps from realtor to realtor to realtor. So, if that ever happens, that could be definitely a sticky situation. And, sometimes whenever you do need to get paperwork signed so you can move on to the, next phase in the process, sometimes it may take a day, 2 days, a week with certain agents. So, acting in a very prudent, fast fashion is an important thing to do. But this is just kind of just a few thoughts that came to my mind, that it's just like a typical day in the life of a realtor whenever we're working with each other. And, if you'd like to learn more about realtor life, then make sure you follow me.